Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we will discuss how to write Java program to find the longest substring with the unique characters. So, with the help of one example, we will understand what is the problem statement here and how can we write Java program to solve this. So, let us see one example for the same. So, suppose if we have one string named unique, we have to find the longest substring with the unique character. So let's figure out a way to do it manually first, right? So if you look at this string, we will follow one approach where we will take one reference, starting reference. From there, we will take the substring which is the longest one and having the unique character, right? So we will take this starting index as the reference and then check what is the possible substring present, taking this one as the reference point, which is having the unique character. So let's, for example, suppose when starting index is zeroth index. So right, so starting from the leftmost position, let's iterate till the end. So when you take this u, let's write u, then n will come, right? Second position n. So this is I'm keeping reference point. I'll go to next index, uh, you know next to the reference one. So n is there, this is also unique, then I'll keep this one as the fixed, move to this here from u. This will be my second index, so yes, this is also unique, I will write it here. Then q, yes, this is also unique. Once you come to this index, fourth index, now you will find that this is already present in the substring, right? So we will break here and will not capture this one. So now we have this substring which is the longest possible substring, keeping this reference at the zeroth index, right? Now let's find the substring longest possible substring with the unique characters, keeping reference as the first index, so this letter, right, this position. So now n we will write I, this is also unique, q, this is also unique, then u, then e last, right? So now we have another substring which is having all the unique characters starting from this first index. Now likewise we will start from the second index, I, q, u, e, right? So now we can see that this length would be decreasing only because now only three elements are remaining. We can write for the sake of it QE, UE, and E. So we can see this is the longest substring which is having all the unique characters. So the same approach we will follow when we are writing the code. Like we will take one reference point starting from the leftmost position, then we will keep on incrementing it, and while keeping it fixed, this one reference point starting point, we will iterate it with the next position till the end. So in one loop, we will fix this one, and with we will take another for loop where we will iterate all these elements starting while keeping this as the fixed one. So simply, first of all, I'm writing output string as the empty one at the starting. So this is the output we want to print. Basically, this is our desired output. So I'm keeping it empty at the moment. Now I'm writing one for loop in the start, right? As we discussed, we are taking one start. So where are we taking? Starting from the zeros. This is our reference point where we are starting from. Until where? At less than. Sorry, I didn't define any method. So let me define one method, public static void longest unique substring, right? And this method will take string as the arguments. So now within this method, let's clear one variable as the output, which is just the empty string. This is our desired output basically. Now as we discussed, we will take a for loop which will iterate right, from the starting position. So in the start, I'll declare one variable starting from the zeroth index. This will go until where? Till the end of very string. Right. This is the this is for this fixing this particular index from where we will iterate whole string and check what could be the possible unique substring, possible longest substring, right? So now let's declare another for loop which we discussed, like end equal to start. This is basically like this. When you are keeping this, then I'm taking this end at the moment. So this end will keep on increasing while this start will be fixed in one iteration. So this outer loop is for this fixing this start index and iterating all the elements respective to this start index, right? So this is end is basically for iterating this thing, whole this thing. Once this is start, then this end will be to iterate all the elements after this start index. So this will also go until the end of string. Right. Now before this we will declare one hash set naming visited, right? So now we will declare one character current, right? This character will hold the value present at this particular iterated index. So str dot caret end, correct? So if we start it from here zeroth, this str end will also be at the zeroth index, and so this current would become u, right? Now we will check if this u is presented this has set or not. So we will put one condition contains current. So once we will write later. If not, I mean if this suppose whatever character you are iterating, if that is not present, then please add this one to the character. Sorry, listed dot add what you are adding current character, right? But what would happen if this is already present? So this would be case when you are keeping this start at the zeroth. First time it will take end equals to also zero, it will add u, then it will go to end will increase and become one, then it will take this n value, then I, then q. Once it reaches to this fourth index, and reaches to fourth index, then it will find character equal to again will be u, right? But that is already present in this visited has set because we have added already, right? U and iq, these four characters we have already added, so u is already present. Now we want to break from there. Basically now we don't want to continue with this reference point, we want to go to next reference point. So increase the start, right, from this only. So we will break from this inner loop and go to the right outer loop right after this. But before doing this, what we want to capture this this substring which we got from one reference, right? That is how we will compare whether this is the longest, this is the longest, or this is the longest. So we will capture this one. How? Output is string dot substring. So if you look at this start, we were initiating from zeroth, and where it broke, this one which is having index 0 1 2 3 4, right? So we want substring from where start to end plus, yeah, 0 1 2 3 4. So if we write 4, let's see, correct. So this end plus one basically is referring to when we write this substring method, now it excludes this argument, the index of this argument. So it will only capture until the minus one of this end, right? So we want to capture it here 0 1 2 3, but end was already 3 because it was not incremented here because we made a break. That is why we want to capture n plus 1. So we will discuss it while we debug and try run this thing. Right? What we are missing one more condition here, right? So if we do this, imagine like we have captured this one, but what would happen here and here? This will keep on capturing this one. This will we have not put any condition whether output is capture output only if it is the longest one, right? So if we don't put any comparison condition, it will capture this also, this also, this also. So this will keep on overwriting, right? And ultimately output would be E only, because we are not putting any conditions. We are always, wherever the break condition happens or doesn't happen, while this for loop completes, it will keep on output, updating the output. So we can put one condition, that output dot length is less than visited dot size, right? So what it does, it will only update the output when in current iteration visited size is greater than that. So if you have any string, so suppose if you have, once you have stored this string, then you don't want to update it, right? So it will check like visited size when you on your starting index becomes I, then your final substring would be IQUE, which has size equal to 4. But already the output string which you have already stored in the previous iteration, that is having size equal to 5. So you don't want to update that, right? You want to keep the output as before. You don't want to update it with the shorter length substring. So that is why this condition will work. Now can we run this one at least for once? So instead of returning void, I'm returning string now. So let's see where is our output for outer for loop. This one, return output. Oh, sorry, I didn't call this method at all. Print it also. So I'm keeping it here. What it would return the output. So that will be printed. Let's see. Yeah. See, this is what we wanted, and this is printing. So suppose let's see if we remove this. We were discussing, right? Can we remove this one for the sake of understanding, right? See, I told you, no, E would be printed, because now on every iteration, whenever this for loop would work, this will keep on updating output. But we don't want that, right? We want output to only update when the you know current iteration is having longer length substring than the previous one, right? So let's run it for few other cases. So suppose if I increment one here, D, let's see what it does. So guys, always try to run it for multiple cases, where you are having different corner cases and negative cases. Yeah, now I did it. So it is giving this, right? Here also I'm giving, let's see. So I'm also giving it randomly. Yeah. So this is it, guys. You can download the source code from the link provided in the description section. Thank you so much, guys.